Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video, I am going to talk about some affordable brushes. I feel like these are the essential brushes that I have in my collection. And if I lose all my other brushes, I feel like these are the ones that if I have in my collection, I'm good to go. So I'm going to share with you guys my brush recommendations. So anyway, let's get into the video now. Also, if you are someone who's new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here. I hope you like the vibe, the content. And yeah, if you end up liking the content, you can hit the subscribe button, along with that the notification bell as well. So without further ado, let's get started on with the video. So before going in with individual brushes, I want to suggest you guys a brush set that is going to be perfect, for a beginner. For example, if you don't own any brushes up till now and you really want to have, all the brushes that you could ever need, for an everyday makeup look, or just, the basic brush, I feel like this brush set is really good and it is 100% authentic. I actually have this brush set, but I don't know, I lose my brushes all the time, so I don't have all the brushes from this collection now, but I will leave you guys a link to my video where I show you guys in details about this brush set. I filmed this like 8 months ago and I still feel like the brush set is amazing. Now this is the BH Cosmetics brush set. Oh my god, it's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that, but yeah, this is the from BH Cosmetics and this is 100% authentic brush set because I already have it, I own it, and I feel like it is really good quality. Especially I like this brush set because it has everything you could ever need for brushes. It has a blush brush, a contour brush, a foundation brush, a highlighter brush, and everything, every possible thing. And the quality of these brushes are amazing, like top-notch quality. So yeah, I feel like this has amazing eye brushes as well, crease brush, it has like angle brush, it has a lot of different eye brushes. So I feel like if you have this brush set, then you are good to go. So I am not going to go too much in depth with this brush set. You can look for my video in the previous, I posted like 8 months ago. I will leave the link in the description box. You can go through the video and see what brushes this set contains. And yeah, so now I will just give you guys my individual recommendations of brushes, like blush brush, bronzer brush, highlighter brush, or anything of that sort. So let's move in. So before moving in with brush, I want to recommend you guys a beauty sponge that I use on a day-to-day basis. Like, I cannot do my foundation without this. I don't own a foundation brush because I feel like, sometimes I go in with very tinted moisturizer type of consistency or BB creams. Then I feel like if I use a foundation brush, it kind of leaves little brush strokes. Or maybe I haven't found the perfect foundation brush. So I always use my beauty blender. So this is from Mars and I absolutely love it. Every time you see me use a beauty blender, it's from Mars. I don't even mention it anymore because it is always from Mars. I love it, and especially for the price, I feel like it is one of the best. I have tried other beauty blenders like NY Bay. I have tried from from Blue Heaven. I honestly don't end up liking it because sometimes I feel like they are too dense, and sometimes I feel like they don't blend out the foundation, the perfect right finish. I feel like this one gives me a very flawless finish, and this is dirty right now. But yeah, I definitely need to stock up on 2 or 3 of these beauty blenders because I absolutely love them. I use this for my concealer and for my, face foundation as well. So the next brush I'm going to recommend for you guys is a bronzer brush. Now a bronzer brush should be like, something that diffuses the bronzer really effortlessly and just blends in with your foundation really nicely. And this is the Plume P01 bronzer brush. I feel like, I cannot recommend you guys brushes that are 100 rupees or 150. I feel like most of the time they don't work to blend out your makeup that well. You guys always tell me that I really buy inexpensive makeup, but my makeup looks good, and that is because I feel like I really use good quality brushes. Although they aren't like, super expensive, but obviously they are not like extremely cheap also. I feel like the quality of this brush is amazing, and as a bronzer brush, I like to use this. You can use this for your powder brush as well, like, just a puff the powder into your skin. I have used this for my powder, I have used this for my bronzer, for my blush, and I feel like it is a really good brush to have in your collection. It is like a multi-purpose brush, but I specifically like to use this for my bronzer. So the next brush I have here is again from Plume. Now this is not sponsored by Plume or anything. I just feel like the brushes are really good quality, and the individual, like the whole, you can get the whole brush set, but I feel like these brushes are the ones that I use on a day-to-day basis. So this is the Plume P04 brush, and this, as you can see, has a very flat shape to it. So I like to use this for my contour, just to give a little bit of definition to my cheeks, but not too chiseled out. I don't like that, you know, too like cut off cheeks. I really don't like, I feel like that looks very unnatural. But yes, I do like when I want a little bit of contour, very soft contour, I like to use this brush, and I feel like it gives you exactly a very soft definition to your cheekbones, and I really love it. And yeah, so that is why I use this for contouring my cheekbones. So the next brush I have here is a blush brush. Now this is the Plume P02 brush. Now this one, as you can see, has a little bit of that slanted effect to it, like slanted position. I really love this. You can use it for your cream blush, and you can use it for your powder blush as well. It's not too big where you feel like, you know, it is going to cover up all your cheeks. You can have a very nice control of how you're applying your blush with this. This blends out cream blushes so beautifully. A lot of the times, you know, it depends on your brush, what type of makeup you are blending into your skin. So if you are using a really not that great brush, it can leave you with a very patchy finish on your cheeks. So I feel like this brush is, I don't know why it's so difficult for me to say brush. So this brush is really good, I feel like. And yeah, this is a really great product for diffusing your cream blush, liquid blush, powder blush, and also you can just use this to set your under eye powder as well. Like if you apply compact powder and you want to set your under eyes with it, you can use this for that purpose as well. So the next brush we have here is specifically for cream products. So if you are someone who uses a lot of, you know, cream products like cream blush, bronzer, and you know, you are applying your primer and you want to blend it really well into your skin, I feel like this is a really good brush to have. Stippling brushes diffuses your cream products into the skin so well. It is going to make your skin look airbrushed almost. So this is the F1 large stippling brush, and it is from the brand Pigment Play. Now this is a big stippling brush, so you can use it for your bronzer, you can use it for your blush as well. I feel like it's a little too big for my blush, but still sometimes I like to use this for my blush as well. Now the best thing about this is that, again, as I'm saying, is that it gives you a really amazing diffused look. So yes, if you have really a lot of variety of cream products, then only you can get this brush, because I feel like it doesn't work that great with powder products. So if you're looking into a brush that is going to blend your cream products like a dream into your skin, I feel like this is the one you should go for, and I totally have been loving this ever since I got it. If I am using a lot of cream products, I like to use this brush, and it comes in handy all the time. So the next brush recommendation I have, I really didn't want to mention it because I like to use this brush. It is like my travel friendly brush because it is small and it is tiny, and yeah, so that is why I like to use this. It is a little bit cheap, on the cheap side, but it definitely performs really well. That is why I'm suggesting you guys this one. So I got this for like 150 rupees or something. It really is good for your blush. I feel like you can do your bronzer with this as well, but obviously I will choose the Plume over this one any day. But as I said, if I'm traveling or if I am in a hurry or something, I like to use this brush, and it does perform really nicely. It doesn't even have a name. I got this from Amazon. I'll try to leave the link in the description box if I can find it. The thing about these things is that these random brands is that I sometimes cannot find them again, like they are unavailable or something, you know, for some reason. So that is why I feel a little bit iffy about recommending these products to you guys, because if I can't find them, there is no use of it. But it is a good brush to have for your blush, and I feel like for your like soft bronzer as well, you can use this on a day-to-day basis. So the next brushes are eye brushes. Now I'm going to recommend you guys few eye brushes that I feel like you might like to have in your collection. As I said, if you have the BH Cosmetics brush set, you don't need any of this, to be honest. But if you already have a brush set, you want to add additional brushes into your collection, then I feel like you might want to look into these. So let's first talk about this brush. This is the Plume P22 brush. Now this one, I like it specifically because if you have used liquid or cream eyeshadows, you would know that it is very hard to blend out cream eyeshadows really nicely when you don't have a specific brush for it. Now this one, I feel like blends out cream eyeshadows and powder eyeshadows really nicely. So this has a little bit of the dense, dense form to it, but yet it is fluffy as well, which is what going to make your eyeshadows look very blended, yet it is going to give you a little bit more pigment on your eyes as well. So that is why I like to use this. I hope I'm explaining you guys in a right way, because I really don't know how to explain it so that you guys can understand. But yeah, I really like to use this specifically if you like cream eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, and you know that you're going to use liquid eyeshadows more so often, you can get this brush. So the next brush I always have in my collection is a flat concealer brush. So this actually came in with the BH Cosmetics set itself. Yeah, so this is a part of the set, but you can get any flat concealer brush. I will leave some links in the description box so that if you are giving, if you're doing a little bit of that smoky winged effect, it is very easy to cut the wing really nicely and give it a precise definition to your eyes. I always like to do it, and sometimes I'll go in with my powder. I don't like to use a concealer or a foundation because I feel like it can be a little too heavy. So I'll go in with my powder and carve out my liner edges, and so that it looks like precise. So that is why you need a flat concealer brush, and I feel like this one, I have been using it for a really long time and I really like it a lot. So the next brushes I have here is this is the Boujee Beauty brush in B108. Now this is one of the best brushes that I have because it has a little bit of the taper end to it, where it is going to be really amazing to diffuse eyeshadows in your outer edges. Like, you can have a big fluffy brush. It is very easy to have a big fluffy brush and diffuse your eyeshadow all over your eyes, but when it comes to precise diffusing your eyeshadow, I feel like this one is the one to go for. This actually makes your eyeshadow blend in very precisely, like where you want the eyeshadow to blend out. This is going to blend out only in that area. So I feel like having a brush like this is very good if you are into a very detailed type of eye makeup, or if you like to blend out eyeshadows in a specific way. So this one, I have been using it for I would say 2-3 years now. Yeah. So the next brush I have here is again from Boujee Beauty as well. Now this one specifically, I would say, is good for blending out your shadows if you like to do that cut crease effect or something like that, specific blending. This is a very thin blending brush. I really like this a lot. You don't get this kind of brushes in a whole set, so that is why I'm suggesting these brushes individually, like if you want a brush for a specific reason. So this one, I feel like, gives you that really nice diffused look, especially like very detailed diffused look is what I'll say. Like, for example, if I'm doing a cut crease and after that I really want that in that particular area to blend out, this is the brush I always pick out. So this is the Boujee Beauty B109 brush. Now we have 2 brushes left. So the next brush is from Plume again. So this is the Plume P08 brush. Now this is a liner blending brush. So this is the brush that I use all the time. Like, you guys ask me what is the brush I use to blend out my eyeshadow as a liner. This is the brush I always grab. I feel like this makes it so easy to blend out your eyeshadow into this whole liner look, and this is the most important brush I think I have in my collection, because you guys know I always do these liner looks even when I'm going out. This is the look that I always stick to. I feel like this makes my eyes look very elongated, and I love that diffuse liner look all the time. So this is the brush that I always choose, and I know that I can rely on this 100% to make my line look very diffused. So the last thing we have here is again a tiny blending brush. Like, this is extremely tiny. I bet you can't even see the brush really nicely because it is that tiny. So this one is again very good for your lower lash blending, for blending your edges. And yeah, it's a really good brush to have. I cannot explain you how many ways you can use this, because if you do eye makeup, you'll know that you need this kind of brush. And this is the Plume P24 brush, and it is a really essential brush to have, especially again if you are into that precise blending type of you know, eyeshadow looks. You are going to love to use this brush. Now again, I'm telling you guys to, you know, use these brushes according to your needs. If you are a beginner and if you're really confused with whatever brushes I suggested, just go for the BH Cosmetics set. I am telling you, you are going to be just happy. This might be a little too overwhelming if you don't do, you know, a lot of that smoky eye looks or a lot of, you know, detailed eye makeup looks. These brushes can be a little bit too much. So if you are a beginner, you can totally go for the BH Cosmetics set. That is amazing, and you are going to be just satisfied with the brushes that you will have in that, you know, set. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. I mean, I honestly don't know how to explain brushes in a very good way. So yeah, if you have any question, leave them in the comments down below, and I will try to answer each and every one of you. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.